I love birthdays, and with birthdays, you need cake, and you can never have enough cake, and that's why I want to show you something completely different, along with somebody who I wish I'd taken to my matric dance, Grace Stevens, the chef extraordinaire. Clearly, you can see would have been perfect. Think about it, at the matric dance. Look at that. Hey, it would have been perfect,
Definitely.
right? It was amazing. We would have cooked together as well, and...
We would have just rocked it.
Exactly. Now,
I'm an excellent dancer as well.
I try my best. I'm not the excellent one, but I try my best, I do. So, here's the thing. We are going to make something that many people get wrong when they're actually trying to say it. I know that some people would say... Somebody actually told me once that they want to make me a souffle. And I said, excuse me? That's it. They said, can I make you a souffle? I'm like, no. What? Souffle.
Souffle,
But with yogurt.
Yes, and I think that just makes it just so tender and light. It's absolutely delicious.
Okay, I'm ready. So take me through, because I know you got the CLOVER Authenticos, which happens to be the only Greek-style yogurt in South Africa, by the way.
And you know what? I didn't know that until I met CLOVER.
There we go.
I mean, can you believe it? Things that you need to know.
Yes, indeed. And I mean, it's available in apple, and it's in, coconut. Apple and cinnamon and coconut. Those are the two flavors of there.
Coconut's my favorite.
All right.
Just saying.
Which one are we using today? It's a nice,
we are
simple.
using today just the plain one, because
Perfect.
we want to flavour it with the lemon, and we've got some vanilla here, and we're going to make... I mean, that one just smells amazing.
It does. I can smell it already, but let's go through the process. You know, soufflés, they have a little... they're notorious for flopping. So I know you got a foolproof way, right?
Well, you can't start off thinking like that.
I'm not going to.
Because the eggs can hear you.
Okay, yes.
So it's a positive thought. So I've got my egg yolks here. I've separated my eggs. We're going to use the egg whites later on to get that light souffle kind of feeling. Some salt, corn flour, mixture of corn flour and flour, and then some vanilla.
Okay, so those are all the staples, just to make something very, very yummy. And I do believe that with regard to soufflés, there's a bit of chemistry that goes in with the acidity that you can add in, because egg whites, their pH levels are not really stable. But once you add some acid, suddenly the stability levels are a lot higher, or should I say more balanced, and that way you can actually whip them and they'll be more stable in terms of the whip, right?
Yes, absolutely. So you just got to be a bit of a chemist when you're a baker. So a little bit of acid. So cream of tartar, a lime or a lemon, anything that you've got that's acid. Not really anything.
Okay, no, not acid, Don't go to your pool.
I was going to say, that was my first go-to.
Don't do it.
Okay. So I'm going to mix that.
All right.
And then I'm going to get, this is what's going to give us that light and airy souffle. Okay, I'm going to add my yogurt. Will you add yogurt to that?
I would. Thank you for giving me something to do. I thought you would never ask. I'm so excited.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Right,
okay,
so I've whipped these up.
How much do you need here, chef?
I need half of that in there.
Half of this in there. Okay, I'm just going to pour it straight in.
I can see your exact. So I'm whipping this up here until you got a stiff peak. And then little by little, I'm going to add my sugar, and I forgot to add my lemon.
Oh, no problem. That's obviously a stabilizer. Acidity is quite important in that regard. So just pop this in here. Just going to work through some of the lumps as well. It takes a bit of time. But while you're doing
look how amazing that looks.
Thank you so much. This is beautiful. I love it.
And the key is to add your sugar slowly to your egg whites, so that all those beautiful bubbles of air that we are forming can be nice and super stable.
And I love it. There's a technique to whisking. I mean, you can't just go in there with a bit of elbow grease and expect there to be, because there's a lot of delicacy, even though you're going quite fast. You do. That's it. That's what I want. I mean, this is the hack we needed to hear.
Yeah. It's about lifting, because as you lift, you are trapping air in there. So that is the key.
Trapping the air.
Trapping the air.
How am I looking here, chef, with my little mixture over here?
I was just going to say, we are the perfect pair.
This is why I said,
you just make me a better baker.
Well, that's the thing. I told you matric dance, this could have been a thing, but now we're just going to have to do it with souffle. Or souffle.
So,
no, I'm just kidding. Say souffle.
Yeah, souffle just sounds a little bit more...
It is very good because, it's French. Sometimes you want to go in the kitchen and suddenly the accent changes and you're like, would you like to make you get souffle?
Oui, oui.
Very good, oui, oui. And then, so now you are pouring the micha into the egg whites?
Oui, oui.
Très bien. Okay, now there we go. Now, I like the fact that you even had a little hop with your toes there. Is that part of the recipe,
part
chef?
Of the, yes, absolutely.
So you have to kind of lighten it up.
This is the souffle dance.
Souffle dance.
I told you, you've got to be positive when you're making a souffle. The eggs can hear you.
Okay, great, they can. So, and now, before we get into the pouring into a certain container, I know that soufflés usually have a certain water bath in the oven because that's part of the lightness and the moisture in that oven. Are you going to do the same today?
You are so smart.
I try my best, you know. I do follow you, and
Absolutely.
you
So,
teach me things.
Yes, they do need a water bath, or as we say.
Yes.
Bain-Marie.
Bain-Marie, it is, once again, you're giving me these fresh vibes, Grace Stevens.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what you're gonna pop it in here.
So this is the size I'm going to make today.
Okay.
And what you would do is just have a roasting tin or even a sheet cake tin is what I normally use at home. And you fill your cake tin with your beautiful, look how soft and light it is.
I think it was actually both our whisking that actually
absolutely
happened.
It needs to go straight in the oven.
All right.
So no dilly-dallying, okay?
And then temperature for the oven,
150
Chef?
degrees preheated. You pop this in your roasting tin. Here's a pro tip for you.
All right.
Carry it to the oven. Then you pour your boiling water until about 2/3 of the height of your soufflé tin.
Okay.
And then you cook it for about 10 minutes. Oh, no, 30 minutes.
Yes,
what
30
am
minutes.
I thinking? 30 minutes at 150 degrees. Then you turn it down to 140 for another 30 minutes. So it stays in the oven for an hour.
Okay. Well, as you can see, there's some complications in the recipe when I say, but it's not going to be complicated because we get the recipe for you. Grace and I work together on delivering to you on expressoshow.com. Try it. It's called Yoghurt Soufflé. Say it with a French accent. It sounds even more bougie. Try it this weekend.